My husband is late, y'all. He late. I should go get me a snack. Michael! I gotta check to make sure there ain't no questions on Instagram. Waiting for hubby to come back downstairs. If you're on, can you hear the fan in the background? Michael. What's good? We live on Instagram. Lord mercy. We live on YouTube. The channel is The Prison Wife Coach. We are live right now. Today's episode is going to be about feeling inadequate post-incarceration. Join us. Me and hubby, we in here. What's good? We live on Instagram. Lord mercy. We live on YouTube. The channel is The Prison Wife Coach. We are live right now. Today's episode is going to be about feeling inadequate post-incarceration. What's good? We live on Instagram. Lord mercy. We're live on YouTube. The channel is The Prison Wife Coach. Honey, we've been running for 2.5 minutes now. Today's episode is going to be about feeling inadequate post-incarceration. What's good? We're live on Instagram. Lord mercy. We're live on YouTube. The channel is The Prison Wife Coach. We are live right now. Today's episode is going to be about feeling inadequate post-incarceration. What's good? We live on Instagram.
Where's my phone?
We're live on YouTube. There we go. What's going on? It's about 2.5 minutes about to get started.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on? I was just making a post on Instagram, letting people know we live.
I just got out of the barber shop, y'all. Bear with me.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. Can you hear the fan? Oh, they keep.
No, they're good.
Come on, honey. We got to start. It's 10:03.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's Roski. If you're on right now, can you hear that fan in the background? Is it loud? Is it annoying?
It's not. And we don't care.
I care because I don't want terrible audio.
Well, I don't want to be hot.
And there you have it.
That's how we go.
All right. Good evening. Good evening.
But I smell like $1 million. All
right. So I am the Prison Wife Coach, and this is
Marriage After Lockup.
You were supposed to say Mr. No Cap, but all right, I'll correct. I'll get thank
Mr.
you
No Cap.
Mr. No Cap.
They know who I am.
Okay, just in case you might have somebody new, man. You never know.
This is true.
Are we only going to work with the same 10, 15 people that have been coming?
We better not be.
Okay.
Mr. _No_ Cap. And
you can find me on Instagram at Fit Prison Wife. So we are here helping those who have loved ones in prison. Or actually on this particular show, we are helping those who are having loved ones come home from prison. So this is real life, indirect, reality, marriage after lockup.
Facts.
Which is actually true because you were in lockup for like forever. When he came home, it's not just marriage after prison, it's marriage after lockup, really, which is true. I think he was
the smile is priceless.
The smile. Yeah, I think he was in the hole for like what?
18 months.
18 months. But anyway, so like I said, I'm the Prison Wife Coach. My name is Tamika. My goal is to help you navigate your relationship. With him here.
My goal is
I didn't finish what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You finish, please.
Well, I was going to say,
My expertise is being the person who's at home, the prison wife, former prison wife now,
Mm-hmm.
and helping you live a life.
And she gonna stay that way.
What you mean?
You
Oh, that's true. I ain't doing that again. That's not happening.
No, she's made that
But
clear.
just helping you live a life that is one worth living and not feeling sad and depressed and living in that black hole, but living a life that is free and just not being held back and living your best life now. Living your best life now without waiting for him to come home and not feeling like you wasted your time.
Facts.
Now that he's home, it just gets even bigger because he lets us know about what's life like in prison, which can help us on the outside.
I mean, yeah, my goal in this whole situation is to enforce healthy relationships. You know what I'm saying? Healthy relationships. You know what I mean? Because if it's healthy, then y'all stay. The dude has a better support system, a more constructive support system rather than a scapegoat. You know, and ultimately that's what we need. We don't always see what we need when we in there because we be in survival mode. But at the end of the day, my job in this whole situation is to help you guys build healthy relationships.
Boom, there you have it. All right, so topic for today, feeling inadequate. Let's get comfy. Yeah, man. He's doing a Zoom thing today, so he can't get comfy, but I can. I can show.
Oh no, I don't care.
I can show a little leg. You know what? No! Oh my god.
I'm doing a Zoom thing.
You can't get comfy.
I'm doing a Zoom thing.
Mm-hmm. So, all right.
My clothes in the wash. Look, but I ain't naked.
Why are you pulling it closer? I was trying to get comfy. Now you got the camera on my face.
Oh, what? Oh, no. Okay.
Never mind. Don't even worry about it.
You know what? I forgot that the mic was right there. Get comfy. For God's sake, please get comfy.
It's too late.
Oh.
All right.
I missed the moment.
This is I was going to say touchy topic, but last week you thought that was a touchy topic. Oh, no. I'm talking about on Instagram. Never mind. Instagram. We talked about homosexuality.
Oh, yeah.
On Instagram.
I don't like talking
that
was
a touchy topic.
I don't like talking.
That wasn't on Marriage After Lockup, though.
I don't like talking.
This is challenging for me because we're talking
Don't
about...
we got too much light going on?
No. This is challenging
for me.
As if. No.
I feel like I'm in 3D, the Matrix. Okay. Go ahead.
This is challenging for me because I don't like the fact that...
Hey, Trina.
Trina on here? Hey!
We on a lot. We on big screen down there.
It bothers me and tugs at my heart whenever you feel inadequate or feel like you don't measure up. So for me, it's a challenge.
I don't.
Because, I want the best for you. And, I want your confidence to be high. And I want you to feel like you can do anything and everything, because I believe you can. I told him when we first met that he could be president of the United States.
She really believed that shit. I just told her last night. I threw her own words at her. She want to be in the Olympics. Okay. So, if I can be president, you can be in the Olympics.
I've been watching the Olympics, and I still get that tinge in my heart, like I want to be there and compete, because it's something I wanted to do when I was a child or when I was in high school.
Fact.
But let's get into this. So why do you feel, why don't we jump right in? Why do you feel inadequate? Do you currently feel that way?
I mean, like, it all depends. Like, yes, I do. Yes. And I'm saying that coming from the standpoint of I got a solid queen. Like, she can handle.
Thanks, Trina. I can do the Olympics. Thank you.
What's up, Twan?
Thanks, boo.
Like, at the end of the day, she can cover all of this. Like, I can do a panoramic of the house and a car and assets and all that other stuff. Like, she can do this shit without me. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, and you come home knowing that, like, at the end of the day, like in prison, you be like, okay, maybe this ain't being taken care of, or maybe that ain't being taken care of, or, you know what I'm saying, maybe I can make this better or that better.
Get in where
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically.
Getting comfy.
Get comfy, my God, please.
Ugh.
But in all actuality, when you come home and you see, like, damn, this whole ship being ran like efficiently, not just coasting, but it's being ran efficiently. Like, you going from point A to point B to point C, you know what I'm saying? And she don't really need no help for real, you know what I'm saying? So where the hell do I fit in? You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, okay, I'm just contributing to the bank account. I'm not contributing to, she don't need me to pay no bills. She don't need me to, no, she don't. She don't. She says she do, but she don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't need me to pay bills. She don't need me to do this. She don't need me to do that. She don't need me to do shit. Why? Because she has it all. And is we gonna cap or we not?
What? Go ahead.
Do you have it all?
No. Go ahead. Finish your point here.
Like, at the end of the day, yo, she got it all. She got it all. You know what I mean? And I can only contribute. I can only help. I can only add to. But at the end of the day, if I wasn't here, the ship still gonna sail. You know what I'm saying? The kids still gonna be straight, still in private school. Like, when I was in prison, we was talking about public school. When I come out, they in private school, like probably one of the best in the state of Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Not by my hand, by her hand. You know, the house wasn't never close probably to foreclosure. You know what I'm saying? The car wasn't never close to being repoed. You know, so you come home and you like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, where do I fit in? What, am I the chef? You know what I'm saying? Am I the chef?
He is a delicious cook, by the way. But go ahead.
Okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? At first I was like, all right, like when I was on the box, I was on house arrest, you know, until January. I came home August the 5th. I was on house arrest till
we're almost
January.
at our year anniversary.
Facts.
Less than a week away.
And I mean, in that time that I was home, I really seen that, yo, she got a lawnmower, cutting the grass. She doing this, she doing that, she doing this. She, like, no, she don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Not financially, now maybe physically and emotionally and spiritually, I guess, you know, but even that is, you know, like, come on now, if you ain't stepping up, then you can step out. You know, and I have been told that. You know, and once you're told that as a man, like, you really don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter how much you progress or how far you go, you know, or how much you contribute or not. You really don't forget that. Like, yo, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been told that. She ain't never told me that shit before I was locked up. Never. You know what I'm saying? But now she has had an epiphany. She has had a dawning. She has held the reins and kept it all together, you know, and I'm coming in and I'm screwing up the system and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't go out and buy ice cream because we want to buy ice cream. We're on a budget. I don't understand a budget.
I love ice cream.
Well, yeah, I just picked ice cream. You know what I'm saying? But there's other stuff that I buy. Okay.
You saying a whole lot. And I'm trying to keep in my head what I want to say.
Okay, then say, interject by all means. I do.
Well, first of all, it's interesting that I didn't realize that you felt like you were trying to figure out where you fit in. I didn't know that. Because I guess from my, just always, regardless if the ship was still moving without you, the ship can always be moving better. I don't want to have to do everything by myself. That's not what I want.
But yes, you feel like you're not helping the ship move.
Well,
when I'm not moving to her.
No. What?
Format.
Wait, you're saying a whole lot. I didn't even get a chance to speak on what you already said. Okay, I didn't expect you to come home and be Jesus and be the savior.
No.
I definitely wasn't expecting that. I mean, in all intents, wait, how do you say that?
Intensive purposes.
In all intents and purposes, we just said, I wanted him to come home and do nothing at first. Literally just do nothing
and I couldn't do that.
And he was the one who was like biting to get a job and to do this and do that. I'm like, you need to
as
chill
a man
out.
should.
I mean, I hear you, but mentally, like, you just been away in a cage, treated like an animal for I don't know what, for years. So you need to come home and just take a mental break. That's where I was. So I made sure. So that was one of my motivations for making sure that the place was financially set. So he wouldn't be forced to feel pressure to have to get a job, because that can be detrimental. Putting all that pressure on someone coming home from prison. And with the kids, making sure the kids were disciplined, so he didn't feel like he'd have to come home and set everything straight. You know what I'm saying? But
I did. Because it was certain things. I had boys. And despite, not to cut you off, but you can hold that thought 1 second. Despite the popular saying, women can't raise men properly because they're going to be lacking in certain areas. And so when I came home, I saw certain stuff that I just went off the break, and it changed like immediately, because you 9 years old and such and such, you 6 years old and you such and such. Yes, I don't care if you're a baby, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my boys are intelligent, and extremely intuitive. You know what I mean? So they're not living up to their potential. Why? Because mama's mother, you know what I'm saying? Daddies do daddy stuff, whatever we do. You know what I mean? And yes, I was way too hard on them. And I probably still am.
You saying a mouthful, because I haven't even commented on the stuff you said before.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'll comment on this.
No,
I don't think you were too hard on them. I think you just still have some of those prison tendencies. Like you snap easy, like you get mad at the littlest things.
I was told today that we tend to treat them like our cell buddies.
Huh?
I don't know. I was told today in the live that I did today that when we come home as men, we tend to treat our boys like cell buddies.
That is true. I agree. That is definitely true. But he has to learn how to get out of that mindset. Like, no joke, we were at Sandy Point, one of the beaches here in Maryland, and I was breastfeeding the baby in the car, and one of the little boys was playing with our son around the car, and the little boy happened to look into the car. Michael was like, and he hopped up so fast, like he was about to choke the little boy. I said, oh my God.
I felt like he was looking at her titties.
And that little boy was not thinking about me. He didn't even know I was breastfeeding the baby. He was just trying to play with MJ. And he just be trying to pounce on people. Like if someone's threatening us, he'll just pounce on them so quick. But anyway, getting back to what he said earlier about me saying that you can get to step in or get out. It wasn't about you bringing. What'd you say?
I don't know. You told me on two different occasions.
Originally, when I told him to get out the. I can laugh at it now because this is old.
I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, I can. This is back in the past. That was about you leaving. Was about me thinking that you were taking drugs. I think. It was around the time where you were falling asleep on the Zoom calls with the school.
Yeah, she thought I was on smack.
I didn't know what was going on.
Smack.
Is that what I thought?
Yeah, dope, heroin. What?
I didn't know what the heck was going on. Like
that ain't even me.
He was like this.
That ain't even me. You know what I'm saying? And she came home and was like, yo, you know what I mean? Gave me the whole 100 in there. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What
but
about?
It definitely looked like you was under the influence, son. And I was hot. But
I wasn't though.
Well, regardless, you weren't taking care of yourself. So, but that's resolved. That's in the past. But it didn't have anything to do with you not contributing to the house or anything like that. That's not what that was about.
Nah, but you know, as a man, you feel like, yo, if I'm contributing, then you don't have that leeway to say.
Oh no. Okay, maybe some women feel that way. No.
See?
No.
This is what happens when you have a queen that can cover everything. You know what I'm saying? So
that's not entirely true for everyone, because there are women who will leave or ask the other half to leave even if they can't, because
I don't know. I've never seen it.
What do you guys
I've never seen it, because at the end of the day, they're not going to cut their feet off despite their nose or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if they really need the man to contribute,
it might be slower. It might be slower, but somebody who truly values peace or whatever the problem is in the household, eventually it's going to happen.
It could be said, but it will be said a whole lot different than that. It will be said like, yo, it will be said. I'm not saying that it won't be said, but it will be said differently. Not, yo, you can get the fuck out. I can do this by myself. Period. I've been doing it by myself. You know what I'm saying? Period. And you sit back and you like, you really doing the math in your head. Carry the one, separate, fraction. Damn, what the fuck? Yeah.
So does that make it scarier then?
Scarier? Nah. It just,
what is that? So what's the difference between
it makes it combative.
Coming home to a woman who can take care of everything versus a woman who really, really, really needs your help?
You don't want to do that neither.
I mean, does it affect your inadequacy?
Yes.
Does the level of inadequacy change based on the independence of the woman?
Yes. Case in point, my man Wally. My man Wally come home, yo, he gotta cover everything. So he ain't got no choice. He ain't got no leeway to chill. He ain't got no leeway to sit back and evaluate life as it is now versus how we were before we got chipped. He got to jump straight in, take care of bills, take care of his son, take care of this, take care of that, take care of this. You know what I'm saying? And in the interim, he be dragging. Do what he want to do. Why? Because at the end of the day, now I'm not calling my queen this, but this is just no cap. At the end of the day, bitch, you need me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I carry it. Because she do. You know what I mean? No, all right, fine. You don't want to work? Fine. You ain't got to work. I'm going to still cover it, but I'm going to do what I want to do. Man, I ain't nowhere in that position, nor do I want to think like that, but it ain't even no halfway point neither. Why? Because my wife is on the other half of the spectrum like, bitch, I can take care of this. That's the way it is. Facts. No cap. And me, before I got locked up, I was up. When I come home, I'm not up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I gotta go punch a clock. I wasn't punching the clock before. I was the clock.
You really struggle when you're not in that up position. Like, it's hard for you to, you're.
She did this though.
Did what?
She did this.
I did what?
She made a boss I was a worker bee. And I was fine with being a worker bee till she showed me I could be a boss. And then when I became a boss and I lost it all, now I have to go back to being a worker bee. And it's like, yo, I know you can be a worker bee. But no, my whole mindset changed. I got to punch Mr. Charlie. I know now being a boss, I know every 1,500 I make, let's say I make 1,500 a week. Let's say I make 1,500 a week. I done made Mr. Charlie 10,000. Why? Because I used to do the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo might have made me, I might have gave him $100 a day, and he done made me 2,500. Simple as that. So you have a whole different mindset. But at the end of the day, you got to take care of the responsibilities. And it's like, yo, I'm not that guy no more. You created this. You showed me I could be better. I didn't think I could be better. I was sitting out, I was selling paintings out the back seat of the car, driving up the business and shit. Yo, you want to buy this Ray Lewis poster? Yo, $5. Yo, $5. I was the one who did the what is it? Labor ready shit. Labor ready shit. I called her one day. She said, what's going on? This is before I got locked up. I called her. She said, hey, what's that noise in the background? I said, babe, I'm working. She said, oh, yeah, you're working. That's what's up. What you doing? I said, man, I don't know. I'm in some type of packing place. I don't know. She said, huh? What they paying you? I said, minimum wage. She said, minimum wage? She said, leave right now. Leave. That ain't even worth the gas money. Leave. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think nothing about it. Yo, I'm gone. Where you going? Home. You know what I'm saying? In the interim, that cost me $10,000, you know what I mean, that I owe unemployment. But, you know what I mean? You see what you say? Who cares? You know what I mean? Yo, she let me see that, yo, you really are a boss. You know what I mean?
Was that did you never own a business prior to that?
I dabbled. But no, I didn't own. I dabbled. You know, me and Derek was doing the moving and hauling thing. And then you showed me that I was fucking up there by going down the middle. You like, yo, he ain't paying for gas. He ain't paying for this. He ain't paying for that. Why are you going down the middle with him? It shouldn't be down the middle. You know what I mean? But that was after the fact. I come home, I was crying because I was at a crossroad, and she walked in the door and was like, what you crying for? I'm like, yo, I can't find a lane, yo. And I'm on the verge. And she was like, you got all these skills. Why don't you start your own business? I don't know nothing about starting no business. What you talking about starting a business?
I remember this now.
She said, well, while you was locked up, you know, it was something invented called Google. She threw me the computer and said, use it. And I literally Googled myself into a business that was profitable.
He make me sound so ignorant.
You know what I'm saying? Literally. I Googled myself. It got to be where as though every milestone I would call her. Yo, baby, I got my tax ID number. I got my EIN number. I got my business insurance. I got my business bank account.
That sounds so exciting.
You feel what I'm saying? And I started the first month. I went wood. I ain't do nothing. I maybe got like $200, and I'm like, she like, yo, no bit. It takes 5 years to get out of the red into the black. So
like
just keep pushing.
Such a coach.
And I kept pushing. The next month, I made probably like 1,200. That next month after that, yo, we was doing numbers. And she came to me like 3 months after that and was like, I don't want to work here no more. I want to be a personal trainer. I went to the computer, tallied up the bills and stuff like that.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, I wish you would do that now, though.
I said, Joe, go ahead and quit. She said, when? I said, right now. Put it in 2 weeks. And that's how she became a personal trainer. Because that was her dream. Her dream was to help women lose weight. Just like her dream now is to help women reach their goals.
That wasn't exactly accurate, but it's close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough.
You know what I'm saying?
So being so you had so much success, does it make it harder now because you had that success?
Fuck yeah.
So had you not had that success prior to going in,
I'd have been a worker bee. You seen what I was doing? 4 o'clock in the morning. I was up waiting on the bus. Going to work. I ain't got no problem with working. You know what I'm saying? But when I see that I can do life better using this, you know what I'm saying, instead of this, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's all Mr. Charlie see when you come out of prison is this.
and he's not even a laborer. He sucks, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It is not his strong point.
No.
He's got the gift of gab. He's a salesman. He's a salesman. So I'd rather see him if he's going to punch a clock, get a job selling something. Because that's what you're best at.
I mean, yeah.
I can fix stuff better than he can, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. But I move traffic.
True story.
I move traffic.
He can't. I can fix stuff a lot cheaper and better than he can.
Yeah, she can. I move traffic though. I don't have to fix it. All I gotta do is know the person who can. All I gotta do is know the person who can, create a price for him, see that he's in a worse position than I am. Offer him cash right there on the spot. It get done. I get paid because why? I can wait. I'm in a position to wait.
I was getting ready to say, man, the chat is awfully quiet today. Man, crickets. Mom Duke's here in the building, though. Absolutely, he is not a laborer by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm not.
He's not.
I'm not.
He pretends to be, though, but his talent is up here.
I will be if I have to. I shovel shit for my family if I have to, but I'm going to come home mad every night.
And I'm going to be mad because it might be shit on my floors.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this. This is the whole crux of the situation. Because when you come home and you waiting to see the lane.
She said, but I definitely got to utilize your strength. I'm getting old.
I already know, ma. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know what's up. Yo, when the crux of the situation is this. My ego and my pride is so huge that when she come to me with anything concerning money or whatever like that, like I already know or I have an idea. I don't know shit because I don't want to know. But I have an idea what's in the account. So if she come to me with money shit, then it's like, okay, I have an idea. I know that we ain't even close to being, tapped out. But Tamika will be frazzled. If she got to dip in the emergency fund like 1 month, like she's frazzled.
I've never dipped into the emergency fund. I don't want to. That's the point.
See? And she becomes frazzled. Yo, we need money.
The point is not dip into the emergency. We have different philosophies when it comes to money.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do whatever fuck I got to do. But then she will get upset because I will be disgruntled because I'm like, yo, just let me figure this shit out. The same way I figured the shit out before, I will figure it out. I'm not a bum. I'm going to get to the bag. Just let me figure the shit out. You know what I'm saying? But when she gets frazzled, I get frazzled and I start moving.
I don't think you call it frazzled. I don't get frazzled. Maybe it's just more of a.
I don't even like the conversations. The conversations makes me feel like, yo, she nervous. You know what I'm saying? So if she's nervous.
I think it's more to light a fire under you.
Please understand the pay in incarceration is so low that when men get out, minimum wage sounds good, and men do not understand You see what her? You see her face? Yo, but yo, 10 hours an hour.
Please.
Yo, 15 hours an hour. She like.
Look, I just did a post on this on Instagram. If you have somebody coming home from prison, and this is what he did. The mentality is, I'm lucky to have a job. And he would go on his interviews talk and say that. I'm like, oh, me and my aunt would be like mortified, like you did not say that. I'm just happy to have a job, Mr. Charlie. I'm like, oh my God.
Yo, when you done 16 years in prison.
And that's not the mentality you have. When you go in there, but I'm saying you don't.
I don't want to do the shit anyways.
I know, but he knows he can take advantage of you because you come in with that mentality.
I know that they're going to take advantage of me anyway, so I'm just cutting to the chase.
No.
I'm cutting to the chase.
No.
They're going to take advantage of me anyways.
Lack of confidence. No, you don't. I don't care what you think they're going to do. You never do that.
Yo.
Never.
Once they run my background.
Never. You never do that. Ever. You don't put it on the table. You gave them permission.
You're right, Ma.
You gave them permission.
You're right, Ma. I didn't give them permission. They was going to take that anyways. I just told them it was cool. I just supplied the Vaseline because I'm going to get fucked regardless. I just supplied. Okay? I'm not saying it's okay. Was it okay when I did it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Good. We got that on record. He believes
it was not okay when I did it.
Okay.
I didn't pay people fairly.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I didn't. It was not okay when I did it. I did not pay people fairly.
We were talking about when you went on your interviews. What are we talking about?
It's the same thing.
I'm confused now. We were just talking about.
I was Mr. Charlie.
I was talking about when you came home and went on interviews.
Facts. But it was the same thing when I was in the position of Mr. Charlie.
Okay, you switched up on me so fast.
It was the same thing when I was in the position of Mr. Charlie and I was signing checks. People would come to me. Why? Because I know that they needed money. I know that they needed money right there, right then. Okay, fine. You want money? Okay, fine. I got $2,500 contract right here. I'm going to pay you $75 a day. Do you want it or not? Yeah, boss. Yes, Hefe. Yes, Hefe. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I give them the $75. I wait on the back end for the 25. Why? Because I know that they needed it. They know that I need it. Else I wouldn't be sitting in front of them.
Hey, Precious. Period. Hi, Precious.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. I just cut to the chase. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I caught a job coming out off home detention. What was the first thing? Duncan.
I don't know. It's been so many jobs.
Duncan. 18 hours an hour. This white bitch, he talked to me any type of way he wanted. He talked to everybody any type of way he wanted. Man, fuck this, fuck that. I come home every night, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I was going every day on time. Then he switch it up. No, you got to get here 15 minutes early. That's on time. Cool. I'm there 15 minutes early on time. You feel what I'm saying? It only came to a head when I know I'm doing the right thing. And then the nigga say, yo, I'm going to go cross your face. You do that again. I said, bitch, I'm with all the smoke. I'm with all the smoke. You know what I mean?
Somebody actually said that. A grown man said that to another grown man.
Owner. The owner.
Come across your face.
I'm going to come across you. And he stepped in my way.
What?
He stepped in my way, but he wanted me to go outside and go around him. Why? Because he's the owner. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you ain't God. I'm going to go cross your face. You do that again. Bitch, I'm with all the smoke. And once he seen the look in my face and he seen I wasn't budging, the next day, what'd he do? He handed me the check and say, hey, I don't think this is going to work out. Why? Because he already know what's up. I'm going to drag you. I called her. I said, babe, look, I don't need, man, look, hey, I lost a job. Oh, is that all? I've been waiting on that. What you mean? I knew you wasn't going to keep letting them talk to you any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that type of guy no more. But if you recall, before I started my business and I was working with Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob, yes, Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob used to talk to me the same type of way. Mr. Bob said, Mr. Bob said, Mr. Bob was God. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because Mr. Bob signed checks. Now, no, bitch, I know how to sign checks too.
You didn't talk about Mr. Bob much. So, well, that was
I know how to sign checks too.
That was early in the relationship, Mr. Bob. And you didn't really talk much about your experience with Mr. Bob. We kind of always talked about your coworkers, but anyway, so obviously financially, I know how you feel. But are there other areas where you feel inadequate?
If a man does not feel that he's contributing adequately financially, everything is suffering. Everything. You know what I'm saying?
Is that you or a man in general?
I think any man in general. Any man. Man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about a grown male. I'm talking about a grown man. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that that's every man in general.
Whoa. What if you have a man who's coming home from prison who actually grew up in prison? They went into prison as a teenager or early 20s before they even had a chance to.
Doesn't matter.
Really, I don't know. What do y'all think?
Because
if a boy goes into prison, comes out a man who was raised in prison, does he still come out with that same mentality?
Absolutely.
As in, you think so?
Why? Because
think so.
Why? Because steel sharpens steel.
I don't think so. No,
listen,
he never had opportunity to take care of anybody.
Listen.
I don't agree.
Listen. This is why I say that. Because steel sharpens steel. He grows up in prison. He learns how to be a man by other men.
Yeah, but none of these men are out caring for family.
But they have.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
No.
Not all of them. But if you're man, only you know your man. And only you know your man's mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because if your man is like, yo, I want to get a job and I want to do this and I want to provide and we're going to have babies and all that shit that man talk about. You know what I'm saying? He already knows that comes with a certain set of responsibilities and requirements. And he's saying verbally, yo, I'm trying to step up to the plate.
Yeah, but
until he gets to the plate and be like, yo, I wasn't ready for that curveball.
I don't know. And then you got boys who go into prison, and there might be boys who never had a father in the house. They never had an example of it in their own house. They hear all this stuff, but they've never experienced it.
Yeah, but still.
They don't know
some
what it looks
shit
like.
is innate. Some shit you born with.
I get that.
Some shit you were just born with.
I understand that. I get that part.
My family is 95 or better % female. You know what I'm saying? And the females in my family be killing it. The niggas in my family, they some shit. You know what I mean? For the most part. You know, but the females be killing it. And you see the relationships in where the female is carrying the boatload of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? They carry the boatload of the finances. They carry the boatload of the emotional support. They carry the boatload of the raising and rearing of the kids. And they be having niggas that's just there. And you be like, nah, I'm not trying to be that cat. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, did I have anybody to raise me and say, yo, this is what men do. This is what men don't do. This is this. No, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when the going got tough and the tough got going, guess who got kicked out of the house? I did. You know what I'm saying? At 18, yo, get the fuck out. I can't handle this. You know what I'm saying? And I had to figure the shit out.
I guess from the other token, even if you don't experience what a father should be, you know what a father shouldn't be.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I get that.
Exactly. I knew before you said something to me about night, I knew, yo, I am not doing the right shit. because anytime I'm looking at my boy and I'm like, yo, I love you to death, but I don't like you. Anytime I'm saying that, I know I am treating him like a man instead of my baby. And he's 6. But yo, he got the heart of a bear. He me. You know what I'm saying? And he's an alpha, but he just don't. He's 6, but he's an alpha. It's innate. He not going for nothing. He ain't going for none of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But he's 6. And and she would tell me, yo, he want to be up under you so bad. I'm like, yo, nah, he up under you. He up under your pussy all day. All day. He up under, mom, yeah, no, but he wasn't like this before you came home. I couldn't see it until I got to talking to other solid men in the neighborhood, and they like, yo, the little one, now the big one, he's shaky. But the little one, man, yo, he the one. You better watch him. Nah, yo, that's my baby. Man, I'm telling you, he the one. Nah. But it got to be like multiple different dudes told me that was solid. And I started seeing the way he was moving. And I bucked at him one day, and he looked at me and just like turned his nose up at me like he wanted to fight. I'm like, yo, what? You want to fight? And he just looked at me. I said, oh, I need to do this a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I need to do this a little bit better. Why? Because he the one. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to break an alpha. You know what I'm saying? You break an alpha, you're going to either turn him into a puddle of shit or you're going to turn him loose. You know what I mean? And I try to work actively with that. I'm hard on him. I'm harder on him, but I'm harder on him for a reason now. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what's up with him. And I know he ain't going to have no problem slapping the shit out of nobody.
I'm glad I know now. Just now figuring that one out. AJ, formerly incarcerated or not, the system was set up for black males to fail. Absolutely. That's a plan to break up the family, and then the woman becomes the man.
Yeah.
They never want to see the brother get ahead.
No.
That's an interesting line there. The woman becomes the man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Do you think I've become the man?
Fuck yeah. Now she will not hope. That said, my wife is a beautiful individual. Whereas though, yes, she has become the man, but she actively tries to throw the reins in my hand. She tries to throw the reins in my hand, but she will throw, if it's 10 reins, she will throw 9 of them in my hand and keep one. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that.
Why can't I have one?
Because anything with 2 heads is a monster. I don't believe in 50-50.
50-50?
I don't believe in a
50-50. You said 9 and 10, 9 and 1.
I don't believe in a 50-50 relationship.
You just said 9 and 1.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the one that you got is the 51%. You know what I'm saying? Like the one ring that you hold on to is
that don't even make sense.
Shit. Yo, I don't believe in a 50-50 relationship because anything with 2 heads is a monster. You have to have one person with the final say. Normally, that works for me. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though I do have the final say.
One person who's better at a certain area.
Then I defer.
So then one person shouldn't have the final say in everything.
No. The one person who has the final say defers, having the final say, saying, yo, you're better at that.
Okay.
Is that word semantics, or does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense, or is that word semantics?
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got the reins, I got the reins. But at the end of the day, give me the reins and trust me enough to say, Mike,
okay, if
you're not good with that.
You're talking in general terms, but if I'm speaking strictly from a position of a man coming home from prison, there's absolutely no way I'm going to throw you the reins, because in our particular situation, you weren't, your mind was elsewhere. You were focused on other stuff that was unproductive and detrimental to the family and the household.
Facts.
So there was no way I was throwing you the reins, and so
it was always hers to throw, though. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're speaking from general terms. But if we throw in the fact of a person coming home from prison, you're not mentally capable of doing that. And if I throw it
Facts.
at you,
but we're talking about.
It's like, wait a minute, what's that? You said TD Jakes. It's TD Jakes. He talks about he wants to give a car to his son.
I hear you.
He wants to give a car to his son, but he can't give the car to him when he's 6 years old because he's not ready. He got to wait till he gets up to driving age. Then he can hand them the car.
This is the problem with me specifically, though, because when I left, I was a boss.
Hold up. If we going to okay, hold on, wait. Yes, he was a boss, but he wasn't a great boss.
No, I was fucking the money up.
He blew so much money.
I spent $10,000 in 1 year on liquor. That's
definitely probably accurate.
That's definitely accurate. Because she came down to the jail and told me, "Yo, you will never have control of the finances ever again. You spent $10,000 1 year on alcohol. You know what I mean? Why? Because my wife never knew what I made. You know what I'm saying? So, and I did that purposely. Why? Because I know what's up with her.
He still does it. He still does it.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I'm better at it.
He has full access to every account that I own. I don't have nothing. That shit. I don't
touch that shit. I don't touch that shit.
He has access to all my stuff.
I don't touch that shit, though.
I have access to none of his stuff. What's that about? Because he was hiding what he was spending his money on.
Hell yeah. Because at the end of the day,
I can't treat myself. I can't treat myself because he blows money, and I'm the one.
I believe in treating myself, though. No, but see,
yeah,
this
he'll treat himself. While I get stuck with the
I
don't
believe in that, though. Like, okay, yes, all right. Listen, everybody it was a meme. It's a meme that's floating around on the internet that say everybody who died in Mount Everest started with the passion and greatness of achieving it. You feel what I'm saying? But yet they still died.
I'm gonna do a role reversal when he start getting his bag. I'm gonna start effing up on purpose.
And she know I wouldn't give a fuck. She know I wouldn't give a fuck.
Honey, I forgot to pay the mortgage.
She know I wouldn't give a fuck. All right, and
I accidentally bought some Gucci.
Now, would I care?
I don't know. Yeah, you care enough if I was effing up to the point where the bills weren't getting paid. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would care then.
Yeah.
But if the bills was paid, would I care?
It depends on what your goal is.
She capping.
But you're asking a question from a person who say, like, my mindset on money is different than you.
I'm asking you, would I care?
But my response would be like, well, it depends what you want to save money for.
Y'all see? I would not care.
If we make more money, I'm like, oh, we can use that money to save for this.
And if we make more money, I'm like, yo, let's go to Vegas.
No. Okay, maybe a little, but we're opposite spectrums when it comes to money.
Yo, our household is balanced.
But the same thing, hold up. The same thing he criticizes me for is the same reason that you can sit up on the couch.
You damn right.
The same.
And I salute her for it.
The same reason
I jump in her ass about it, but I salute her for it.
Reason you have liberties to not feel pressured to go get a job.
I jump in her ass about it, but I salute her for
it. Do I get a thank you?
Yeah. Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Thank.
Do you?
No.
Do you?
No.
Get out your feelings. Do you?
No.
You don't get a thank you?
I've heard thank you.
Shit.
You thank me now, though.
Thank you. Yo, I salute her all the time about that shit, yo. Cause I know what's up with me and money, yo. I don't care about that shit. Like at the end of the day, I went in prison. I was a jack boy, then I was a dope boy. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I lost today, I could get it tomorrow.
Let's bring tomorrow quicker, sooner. Let's get it.
You feel what I'm saying? She like, oh, we didn't spend $2,000 on such and such. We can, put that up. I'm like, no, we didn't spend it on that, but we can go ahead and do something fun. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? And we just don't have the same mindset with money. But at the end of the day, I defer to her because, we wouldn't have shit. We be living in a cardboard box with a 52-inch screen TV, you know what I mean? Louis, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? All material shit.
That is
Jordans, all that shit.
A cardboard box with a 52-inch screen TV.
We would.
That is accurate. That is actually accurate.
Yeah.
That is true.
I am not good with finances. I buy what I want, but at the end of the day, when
can I get my luxury? That's what I want to know. When can I feel comfortable?
Today. You can do it today. She is so wound up and bound up.
There's
you know what I mean? About every dollar.
Because you're so loose with it.
Maybe if you was looser, I would be tighter. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna leave that right where it is. I like having a roof over my head and food in the fridge.
And we was never in jeopardy of that shit.
But on the flip side, the only time I was really in jeopardy is when you first went away. That was
exactly.
But it was a gradual process, though.
Yo, we was living next. We was in Owens Mills at one point in time, living next to Ravens players. Ravens players.
We were struggling. We was paying rent over our head. Let's be real.
Okay, but we was living next to Ravens players, and we wasn't never late.
No,
we wasn't never late.
Okay, well, whatever.
Right.
I mean, it's true, but we were still living above our means.
Absolutely, and the means was met. And as soon as we downgraded to save for the house or the future or whatever, the first week she was like, yo, I can't do this shit. Woof. This shit heavy. I don't like this. You ain't like living in Ricestown Square. You was trying to move immediately.
Oh my God.
She was trying to move immediately. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo.
Look, they did not like me because I went and complained about everything. They said, get her out of here.
Yeah.
They let me break the lease with no penalty. They do not want somebody holding them accountable because I held them accountable for everything.
And I ain't want to be that because you know what? When you are used to, it wasn't even really about me. Y'all, like, yo, I done lived in trap houses. I done lived on the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Like that shit really wasn't about me. It was about what my queen was accustomed to. We just came from West Bumfuck. I got to drive 3 different highways to get home if I'm in the city. You know what I'm saying? That shit felt good. And to downgrade, and I'm seeing her uncomfortable with the spot, I was always on edge. I remember one day she called me. She said, babe, where you at? I said, I'm pulling in. She said, oh, I just got into it with these dudes. They were smoking in the lobby. That's everyday shit in the city. You know what I'm saying? But because she said it, and I was on their ass. Who? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? There's a guy and a girl. All right. Yo, what's up? You had a problem?
They didn't like me, I'm sure.
You had a problem? Why? Because I'm coming.
I was the oddball.
I'm coming.
I was the odd man in.
I'm coming. And they couldn't say nothing to her because they know I'm coming and I'm swinging about her. You know what I'm saying? Did she know how I was swinging? No, but they did. They did.
Now I know more about you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now that you've been home for almost a full year, do you still feel that same level of inadequacy that you felt? I don't know. When was it the highest? Or was it highest recently? Because I don't think you were all the way mentally there the first 6 months, honestly. So I don't know if it even registered.
Yo, I guess it's probably the highest now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Or because I'm more on you about stuff.
Yeah, you more on me about stuff. And
I gradually had to let it on them.
And the thing is like Meeks will, if Mr. Charlie fuck me over, Meeks would be like, yo, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Fuck him. We good. Fuck him.
I don't cuss,
but that's her mindset. You know what I mean? And that shit right there, yo, it make you feel good. You know what I mean? But at the same time, while you trying to figure it out, if she has, let's say she has a week where as though her clients don't come or whatever the fuck, or, you know, whatever. We spend too much money or she start dipping in shit she don't want to dip in, Meeks will call the family meeting and be like, yo, I don't care what job you get. You need to get a job now. You haven't said that to me?
Okay, so
this is the thing though. She will say that out her mouth actively one day, and then the next day be like,
"No, you're
these perimeters."
No. I think you're interpreting this wrong. My mindset is I don't want you to take a job. My general mindset is I don't want you to take a job that is beneath you, or that is not worth.
Any job I take is beneath me.
Now listen. First of all, there's certain levels to this. You just came home. But are we speaking in terms of since you've come home? Is that what we're talking about? Okay. So I don't expect you to, I expect you to actively look for a job and things like that, but I don't expect you to take a job initially that is definitely way below what you should be doing. I'd rather you wait it out. Now, fast forward, we're a year into this. So at this point, I'm stepping away. Now, listen,
are we a year?
Listen, can I talk?
Are we a year into it though?
We are a year into it.
I was on house arrest.
You know what? All right.
No. I just want to be accurate. I was on house arrest until January.
Honey, you can still get a job on house arrest. You can get a job doing something online if you wanted to. You did not want to though. You weren't.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I wasn't. Yeah, no, I ain't want. I ain't want to do online.
There are men who have come home from prison who have done that.
I ain't want to do online shit.
I mean, so the fact that you complain about not having money is always been on you. But my point is that the more time that
Katrina said meek.
but here's the thing. My general scheme is I never want you to take something that's beneath you. I want you to take something that you're worthy of. I've always been that. That's always how I feel.
I agree.
But at some point, I step back and say, if I feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I remove myself from the situation. So just like recently, you said you're going to go out and get a job as a trash man. I don't want you to do that, but I'm stepping away from it. I'm removing myself from the situation because a whole year has passed. You need to do something now. Like at this point, integrity of what type of job doesn't matter to me as much because you need to do something now. Like, come on. Like, so at this point,
it wasn't a whole year though. In
your head, it's not a whole year, but yes, it has been a whole year.
Yo, I was on house arrest,
for me, it has been a whole year. You came home August 5th.
I came home August 5th.
And
by August 18th, I had an interview that I couldn't go to.
And the other, okay, so here's the thing. The other token is you are very good at getting a job, but you're not good at, well, it's not all.
No, I'm not good at keeping a job. I'm not, no cap. I'm not good at keeping a job.
He's had multiple jobs, but the last job he lost technically was kind of your fault.
No. I mean, we differ with that shit.
Would you agree that was if you handle things differently, you probably would have still been there though?
Probably, but at the end of the day, I gave the nigga the option.
Okay, but it's things that you were living in a prison mentality, thinking that things run out here the same way. Is that accurate?
Hold up. Before I say whether it's accurate or not, Let me run the situation down.
Oh no, we're getting way off topic.
No, we got to. We have to. This is. We have to.
Put a 1 in the chat if you want to hear.
Yo,
the
I
story.
swear to God, we have to. You know what I'm saying? My son.
We should really have a full this hour, like a discussion on that.
My son.
You should have a discussion on that.
My son.
Oh man, we're getting way off topic now.
No, we're not. This is everything to do with the topic. Yo, my son was fucking up in Zoom. He was fucking up. And he go to a private school. Ain't no need to look like that. He go to a private school. He has a scholarship. They say, hey, yo, he got to come back. He got to come back, you know, so we going to give y'all till X date to figure it out, and then he has to be in school. So we got one or two options. One, I go to work, I leave from work, and I pick him up, drop him off, and go back to work. Two, she drops me off at work. We have one vehicle. She drops me off at work. I work. She goes get him.
Can we get the fast version?
No.
The moral of the story is he boxed in his employer.
I gave him option 1 or option 2.
He pretty much told his employer, this is what it's going to be. If you don't like it, that's your problem.
Nah,
that's what happened.
I did not say that.
Yes, it was. You don't think so, but how you talk to your employer and in the way
I talk to him like a man. I say, yo,
you boxed him in.
I say option 1,
and you can't talk
option
to the
2.
like
option
that.
1 works best for me, but I cannot miss work, or I won't miss work. You know what I'm saying? If option 2 is what you want me to do,
can't come in too
he
late.
said, yo, do what's best for you.
Oh my God.
This nigga though, this nigga was cool with it up until I stopped being his hack. Yo, nah, I'm not your hack. Just because you say, all right, on one end, that don't make me your fucking chauffeur. No, I'm not going to be your chauffeur. I went to his house one time, sat, drank, smoked, whatever. It was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I came out. I said, yo, I ain't doing that shit again. The next time, he said, yo, I got to take an Uber. I said, damn, that's what's up. You know what I mean? It slid off. 2 days after that, it was a problem. Come on, G. He capping. No, that's not my fault. That's your fault. Yo agreed to it under the pretense that I was going to be his hack. He didn't put that out on the table. If he would have.
This is such a long story. Like, can we say this for another day? Please.
Fine.
Please.
Y'all get the gist. It wasn't my fault.
Because you missed the whole. You didn't tell the part about what you. Okay. We're going to say that for another day because he's not telling the whole story. And neither do we have time to tell the whole story. But,
it wasn't my fault. But she feel like I boxed him in.
It's about to be a 2-hour commentary, exactly.
She said, "Go off. It's Friday."
I'm
with it. I'm with the shits tonight. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because at the end of the day, it's important.
Here next Friday.
It's important.
It's not important, but I have a life outside of this hour.
Facts.
Thank you.
Okay.
He gonna be the
Listen
first
to
one.
The wife.
He gonna be the
Isn't
first
that what
one
Twan says?
mad at me
Listen
because I'm tired.
The wife.
You get a problem. You will have a problem if I'm tired. Then you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Yes, exactly. Not probably, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, okay.
I ain't with it. Make it a new topic. Okay, Ma.
My Duke spoke.
I listen to the wife.
Yeah, man. We way off topic.
Twan, I listen to the wife.
AJ's like, she would anything. AJ done pulled out her drink probably. If AJ drinks,
hey, yo.
AJ probably going to get a drink.
I'm looking for mines now, and I'm deficient.
It's all right, honey. We can definitely talk about it because that is a whole topic on itself.
Facts.
About dealing
etiquette.
Yeah,
etiquette.
Yes, and it was all came down to employee etiquette.
Etiquette.
And he deboed somebody.
I don't feel like you can debo your boss.
Okay.
At the end of the day, they have final say. How the fuck can you debo your boss?
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna make that a topic because that can take a whole hour. Because I will go in with that.
I ain't swinging on them.
But yeah, so yeah, for those of you who are aware or not aware, we're gonna be doing a mastermind helping some prison wives or any person who has an incarcerated spouse inside, and you need help creating or maintaining a healthy relationship and you don't know nothing about prison life, which is why you're struggling and you are worried all the time, we're going to help you out.
Yes. And it will be professional.
I don't know how professional it's going to be with him. He can't seem to.
I said it will be professional. That's what I said.
What you will get out of it is some education.
It's going to be the truth.
Some education.
It's going to be the truth.
Yes. You get both sides of the story. But anyway, hit us up. DM me at Fit Prison Wife or Mr. underscore.
That's what's up,
no
AJ.
underscore cap. Mr. No Cap. All right. And we're going to meet you back here Friday, 10 p.m. again, Eastern Standard Time. Oh, meet us again on Monday. We'll be live again on Monday on Instagram.
Yo, check out my YouTube. I just did a YouTube. What's that? What's the name of the place? The People's
iTalk. ITOK.
iTalk.
If they only knew.
If they only knew on YouTube. Yo, I give like a lot of my story on there and it's raw.
Let me type it in there.
I give a lot of my story on there. It's raw. You know what I'm saying? Definitely more raw than this because my wife, you know what I mean, she don't go for that shit. Y'all know Meeks. You know what I mean? Yo. So y'all can get the raw end of my story, you know, in the fast version on that.
She said, okay, Mr. No Cap Professional.
Ma, you know what's up.
Gotta love the moms.
You know what's
Keep
up.
Keep it clean.
You know
all right. Y'all have a good night. You know, Michael want to sit on here all day.
I don't mind.
But like I said, we do have a life outside of here, so we'll be back. Don't you worry.
That sounds promising. That sounds promising.
Look what I just did. You see my eyebrow went up and down?
I did. It sounds promising.
All right. Good night. Good night.